Most people don't realize this, but your brain has been lying to you about failure. You think you're afraid of failing. You tell yourself you don't want to mess things up. You say you'll start when you're more ready. But that's not the real reason. Psychology shows that your hesitation, your procrastination, and the chances you avoid are driven by something much deeper. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of being seen failing. Failing alone? You can live with that. But failing in front of other people, that feels unbearable. Not because it destroys your future, but because it threatens your image. And this next part explains why that fear feels so intense, even when it makes no sense. Your brain is wired for social survival. Thousands of years ago, being rejected by the group didn't mean embarrassment. It meant danger. If the tribe rejected you, you didn't just feel bad. You didn't survive. That wiring never disappeared. So today, when you think about posting your first video, speaking up in a meeting, starting something new, or admitting you don't know something, your brain doesn't see a small risk. It sees exposure. And exposure feels dangerous. Your mind starts whispering, what if they laugh? What if they judge me? What if I look stupid? What if they remember this forever? But here's the truth your brain refuses to accept. Most people aren't watching you that closely. They're too busy watching themselves. There's something darker happening underneath. Most people don't avoid action because they lack confidence. They avoid action because they overestimate how much others care. Psychology calls this the spotlight effect. You feel like the spotlight is always on you. But in reality, it barely is. That awkward moment you replay in your head for years, other people forgot it within minutes. But your brain doesn't care about logic. It cares about perceived threat. So it chooses safety. Stay quiet. Stay invisible. Stay comfortable. Even if that comfort costs you growth. If this is hitting a little too hard, that's not a coincidence. It means you recognize yourself in it. This fear controls more of your life than you realize. It's why you wait for the perfect moment. Why you stay silent when you have something to say. Why you let opportunities pass while telling yourself it's not the right time. You don't fear losing. You fear losing status. You fear becoming the person who tried and failed. So instead, you choose something worse, becoming the person who never tried at all. And here's the part nobody wants to admit. Your brain would rather protect your image than protect your future. It would rather keep you small and safe than visible and uncertain. And unless you interrupt this pattern, nothing changes. So here's the mental shift that actually works. Stop trying to eliminate fear. That will never happen. Instead, train your brain to survive visibility. Fail on purpose in small ways. Post before you feel ready. Speak before you feel confident. Try before you feel prepared. Every time you do, your brain learns something powerful. You were seen, and nothing bad happened. That's how the fear loses its grip. Not through motivation, not through confidence, but through exposure. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because you're living inside other people's eyes. And the moment you step out of them, your life starts moving.